Crafters, tonight we're going to be making a Mother's Day card using the Pansy Patch Stamp Set and the Pansy Dies. You can save 10% on those two items by using the bundle code, but you have to hurry because that bundle code expires on May 2nd. We'll also be using Pansy Petals Designer Series paper for the background paper. Hi, I'm Joan Heberlein and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I created this video for Joan Simple Papercrafts found right here on YouTube. If you're new here, I want to thank you for stopping by. And if you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss when I post a video, which is typically once a week. Now give me a few seconds so I can turn the camera down and we can get started. Here's a Mother's Day card we're going to make today, and we're going to use the Pansy Patch bundle, and that's made up of the Pansy Patch polymer stamp set, and from here we're just going to use this stamp set right here to stamp the inside of the card. And then we're also going to use the dies that come with this stamp set, and I have them scattered all over. These are ones that we're not going to use today from the Pansy Dies, and here's the ones that we are going to use. And I've already cut out the dies because I wanted to speed things up a little bit. I like to keep these videos under half an hour, so I cut them out ahead of time. And then we also have the sleeves and this little one here. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this. We'll glue those together first. I want to just do some coloring on here. I don't want it to be completely white, so I've got Bumble Bee, and hopefully I can get this open. I'm just going to take my blender pen and just dip it a little bit in here. We want to have it come out to here. That should be good enough on that one. And I'm just going to do a little bit on there. I'm going to bring it from back here to bring it out. Okay, then we want the Calypso Coral, and I'm just going to go over the edge of this piece here. I just want to touch the edges of this. And I'm going to clean my brush a little bit and then try to blend the rest of that. So I'm lightening it up a little bit. Another way you could do that is use the daubers and blend it really lightly as well. And then I want to make sure this is clean, so I'm going to take a clean sheet of paper. And I'm just going to keep going until it comes out completely clean. And I think we're there. It's stained, but it's not leaving coloring anymore. We're good there. So then we want to glue down this piece here. And we're going to use our multi-purpose glue. And I have it in this little bottle here that has this needle nose tip. And I use it so that I can get these fine lines and be able to get these small places as easily. So I'm using it on my silicone mat just in case I go off. That'll keep my work surface clean. And I'm just putting little tiny dots here. We don't need a whole lot of glue. I want to make sure I get these edges here. And we're going to just lay it on here. Then the next one is going to be this one here. We're going to glue that down there. Same thing, just some little dots on here. it to be all the way up to that line there. So you only see a little bit of the yellow coming through. We use Bumble Bee. There's only just a little bit popping through. And then we've got this we want to glue down. A tiny pansy. And it doesn't look like I've covered it enough, so I don't see any of the yellow there. We'll come back in with this and see if we can't get a little more yellow on there. And I am going to use Bumblebee again. And I'm just going to basically touch it very lightly. Come off on my paper here a little bit. Looks like I got a little bit too dark there. There we go. This paper must be breaking down on me. So this brush is clean again. And then we're going to use this stem. And we'll put some glue up here. There we go. I think I'll leave it on here in case I got glue on the other edge. This is Calypso Coral, this color right here. And I'm putting it onto Pale Papaya. And then we're going to glue those together. So I think this is a Bumblebee, that color right there. I think I'm going to want to go ahead and bring in our background paper. What I'm going to do this time is I am going to take our Stitch So Sweetly dies. I cut this out already. And then I'm going to go and use our Ornate Floral 3D embossing folder. And I'm going to put this in here and run it through our cut and emboss machine. And you put it in this way. This is the folded edge, and that goes into the rollers that way. And I did it ahead of time, so we've got this here. So now we can go ahead and start working this on here. I'm going to glue this down. And I've got some leaves I got to do yet too. I better do those first. They're on my other sheet, that's why I missed them. So we'll do a little glue on the back side of this evergreen piece. It's called Evening Evergreen. And I'm going to put it on the soft succulent piece. And then we can put this down here. Then we're going to do the same thing to the other piece. And we'll just stick it up here. And now we can put this piece down. I'm not going to push it down all the way because we want to get this piece on there as well. I want to kind of tuck it underneath. And I'm going to bring this all the way over to here because I put the glue on the back side of this. And I don't want it to stick to the work surface. So I got it on the glue mat instead. And we're going to put these down. And I'm using liquid glue for another reason, so that I can move it around a little bit if we need to be. So I'm glad I did that because of the trouble I was having with not having the pieces in place already. And I am going to just take the pen again and go over using the Calypso Coral. So I'm going to take the Calypso Coral. Here's our blender pen, and I'm just going to get some color there. I'm going to use this paper to make sure I don't have a lot of color on here. I just want to edge it off a little bit. There we go. And I'm just doing a little bit of ink, very lightly. Okay, then next we need to glue is this bumblebee piece, and that's going to go right down in the center. And I'm going to do a little bit of this on here as well to kind of soften that bright yellow. There, we've got that taken care of. And next we're going to take our 4 1/4 by 11-inch sheet of paper, and I scored it at 5 1/2. Then I'm going to glue down this 5-inch by 3 3/4 inch paper, and that is from the Pansy Petals Designer Series paper. And I'm going to have 1/4 inch all the way around the border. So that's centered on there. Then we're going to put this on there with dimensionals. And I'll just put one in the middle here. Typically don't mail my Mother's Day cards out, so I'm not going to put as many dimensionals on. But if you were making yours and are going to mail it, then you'll want to put more dimensionals on so that it doesn't get all discombobulated when it goes through the rollers at the post office. And I am going to put a dimensional up here. All right. I love this Take Your Pick tool. That really helped me get those all taken care of. And I'm going to set it on here. I'm going to put it at a slant. The next we need to do is our sentiment. So I've got a piece of 3-inch cardstock matching the Calypso Coral, and I've got our basic white 1/2-inch piece, and I'm going to stamp this first with the Happy Mother's Day stamp here to show you how I get this onto the stamp. So I make sure I lay it down flat and get it so it's not curved or anything. And then I drop the stamp on top of it. Okay, so now I'm just going to take Calypso Coral ink, and we're going to stamp Happy Mother's Day onto this cardstock. Sorry if my head's in the way. Just want to make sure I get it in there even. Okay, and then we're going to get it on here, and we got just visualize where we're going to cut this off. So I'm going to cut it off right about here. Let me find my snips. Same width on both sides, and then we can glue this down. And I should have it on my mat. I'll probably slip up here. And then we'll just snip this off here. Now I'm going to put dimensionals underneath it on the left side, and then we'll just put glue on the right side because this is already raised up. So I'm going to use a smaller dimensional because I don't need a full one to take care of that for me. I'll put it right about here. So that takes care of the outside of the card, and I need to take the paper off the dimensional before it'll hold. And I'm just going to put a little more glue on because it is on that embossed card. And I just don't want it to come off again. So next we need to do the inside of the card. And before we put that in there, we're going to stamp it. So we want to put the little flower in the corner. So we're going to stamp that with our evening evergreen. And I am just going to put the stamp on the opposite side of my sentiment here. I don't have another small one. And I'm just going to stick it right here. And then we'll do this next large one. It's the large petals. And I'm going to cover this up with some sticky paper so that it doesn't pop through. And we're going to do pale papaya with the largest stamp. Make sure I've got the right one. And then we'll do the Calypso Coral with the smaller one. There we go. And then next we're going to just stamp the inside of the card. So I need this open yet. With the sentiment, a little things you do make such a big difference. Love you much. You can find that on the Pansy Patch Stamp Set. And while that's setting up, I'm going to clean my stamps because we don't ever want to put stamps away dirty. So I'm just going to clean them, put some spray on here. And I'm just going to take that piece of paper and just stamp off some of the excess ink. So this should be dry by now, so let's go ahead and just put glue on the back side. And we're going to again leave a 1/4 inch for a border all the way around. And then we want to put a few embellishments on here. Let's put one of these bees on there. And we'll use a glue dot for that. And we'll stick them right up here. And then we're going to just do a couple of them, I think. Another one. Right down here. I think that's good. Let's just do a little couple of these rhinestones. And these are the champagne rhinestones. I believe these are going to be retired. So let's use them up. I'm going to turn this over to use my paddle to get those off from here. There. I think we're done now. We'll bring in that other card. I hope you liked this project as much as I did. This stamp set comes with many other sentiments. Thank you, happy birthday, a little hello from me to you. As you can see, it would work great with just about any sentiment stamp set. Why don't you give it a try? Now, if you have enjoyed today's video, would you do me two favors? Click the thumbs up emoji. That means you like it. And would you share it with social media and with your crafting friends and pin it to Pinterest? These actions will help me to keep sharing my ideas with other crafters for free, and I'd really appreciate that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. If you'd like to place a Stampin' Up! Order or would like a catalog, hop over to my website where you'll find the Shop Now button. To shop with me, you'll need to go to joanheberlein.stampinup.net. Bear with me a little bit longer because I want to let you know of the promotions going on right now. The 2021-2022 annual catalog will be retiring soon, but we're looking forward to all the new products on their way. Stock up on your favorite products before they're gone for good. Save up to 50% on essential supplies. What are you waiting for? Start shopping. After all, this selection of the last chance products is available only while supplies last. See the link in the comment section below for the retirement list. The Altogether collection includes early release products from the 2022 to 2023 annual catalog. It's an exciting new range of natural Stampin' blends and exclusive products that you can't get anywhere else. The Altogether collection includes the Here Together bundle, which is the Here Together stamp set and the Here For You dies. It also includes the Natural Tones Stampin' Blends collection, which is 10 individual Stampin' blends, all in natural tones. It also includes the Altogether 6x6-inch designer series paper. Create projects inspired by you with the Altogether designer series paper. This black and white paper features bold graphic designs that will complement any project. The following exclusive products are only available while supplies last: the Here For You dies, the Here Together bundle, and the Altogether collection. Promotion ends May 2nd, 2022. Discover the depths of the ocean and your artistic abilities with the Waves of the Ocean collection. This coastal collection includes an inspiring set of stamps and detailed dies both early release products from the upcoming 2022-2023 annual catalog, plus a pack of paper made from the images of hand-poured paint, blue-hued foil sheets for a sea of shine, and radiant rhinestones for a splash of sparkle. Each an exclusive product you can only purchase during the promotion period. Promotion ends May 2nd, 2022. Mark your calendars. I'll be back Saturday, April 16th, 7 p.m. Central Time, and I'll have another Mother's Day card. I hope you'll be here to join me. Thanks so much for being here with me tonight, and I look forward to next time. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe.